episode of Marketing Your Niche. Today we are diving into a topic that could be the game changer you've been waiting for: how to turn your skills into income streams. This episode is packed with actionable insights, practical steps, and a sprinkle of inspiration to get you started right away. Whether you are a budding entrepreneur or a side hustler or just someone looking to make extra cash doing what you love, this episode is for you. Let me paint you a quick picture to set the tone. Imagine sitting at your kitchen table, scrolling on your phone, and coming across a post about someone who turned their passion for baking into a six-figure business. You pause and think, I could do that too, but how? Well, this episode will take you from that what if moment to practical steps you can apply today. So grab your notebook and let's get started. Having been a teacher, I love guiding my students to enhance their skills, explore their passions, and unleash their creativity. Little did I know, I was actually helping them to lay the groundwork for their own unique paths. That's why I launched this podcast, to assist you in doing the same. Marketing Your Niche, it's all about discovering your niche, taking action before you are ready, focusing on consistent progress, and move ahead to building a profitable online business, even if you are not sure you are doing it right. Tune in for practical advice, actionable marketing tips and strategies to build a business that brings you more freedom, more profit, even more joy. Let's get started. First things first, recognize your skills. When I say skills, I'm not just talking about what's on your resume or something that sounds impressive. Skills can be anything you are naturally good at or have practiced over time. Think about the things people compliment you on. Maybe you are the go-to person in your family for organizing birthday parties, or you've got a knack for fixing gadgets. It doesn't have to be glamorous to be valuable. One of my favorite examples is a former teacher of mine who realized her talent for breaking down complex concepts into bite-sized lessons. She started tutoring part-time, then turned that into an online course, and now runs a thriving education business. It all started with identifying what she was good at. And you could do the same. Ask yourself, what do people always seem to ask for your help with? What tasks or activities come so naturally to you that you don't even think twice about them? Sometimes the skills that are more valuable are the ones we overlook because they feel so obvious to us. For instance, if you've already been great at planning trips for your family, that's a skill you could monetize by offering travel planning services, for example, or creating itineraries for others. Once you identify your skills, take a moment to consider their potential. Think about how your skill could solve a problem or meet a need. This is key. People are willing to pay for solutions, not just skills. A friend of mine, Megan, had a talent for organizing. She started by helping a neighbor declutter their garage and organize a garage sale for them. That one project led her starting a professional organizing business, and now she's helping people create functional, beautiful spaces in their homes. Her skill wasn't just organizing. It was solving the problem of chaos and clutter. People are willing to pay for solutions, as I said, but think about it. When was the last time you paid for convenience, education, or entertainment? Whether it was hiring someone to mow your lawn, paying for a masterclass, or even buying a meal kit delivery service, you were solving a problem. That's exactly how your skills can work for you. A friend of mine, Mirella, loved graphic design but didn't think she could monetize it. Then one day, a local business asked her to design a flyer. The small project opened the door to so many other projects, and before she knew it, she had a full-blown freelance design business. Her skill solved the problem. Local businesses needed professional design but didn't want to hire a full-time designer. So from here, the next step is to package your skill into a product or a service. Let's say you are great at cooking. Instead of just thinking I'm good at making meals, consider how you could turn that skill into something marketable. Could you offer meal prep services, teach cooking classes, or create a cookbook? Or maybe you are an incredible storyteller. Could you write personalized stories for kids, create a podcast, or help businesses craft compelling brand narratives? The key is to think creatively about how your skill can provide value to others. Let me shape another example for you. A neighbor of mine, Alex, he is an amazing gardener. For years, he spent his weekends helping friends and family set up their gardens, never thinking much of it. One day, someone suggested he start charging for his expertise. Today, he is running a successful gardening consultation business, helping homeowners design and maintain their dream gardens. His skill went from being a hobby to a steady income stream, all because he recognized its value and packaged it into a service. Here is where the magic starts to happen. Turn that skill into a product or service, as I said. Let's say you are amazing at meal prepping. You could create an ebook with easy to follow meal plans or offer a subscription service where clients receive weekly prep guides. Or maybe you are a whiz at Excel and you could teach people how to use spreadsheets to organize their finances. The point is, think about how you could package your skill into something tangible or teachable. It doesn't have to be perfect right away. Start small and refine as you go. Let's get even more specific here. Say you are a great writer. Instead of just thinking I should be a writer, narrow it down. Could you write resumes for job seekers? Provide blog posts for small businesses? Ghostwrite books for busy professionals? Niching down not only helps you stand out, but it also makes it easier for your ideal customers to find you. I know someone who's passionate about storytelling. She started by offering to edit essays for college students. That turned into a consulting service later on when she now helps people write personal narratives for job applications, and she built a steady income stream from it. Once you've got an idea for how to monetize your skill, it's time to test it out. Start small, as I said. Offer your service to a handful of people and see how it goes. This will not only help you define your offering, but also give you valuable feedback. A woman I know, Julia, started baking custom cakes for her friends' parties. She didn't have a website or a formal business plan. She just started by saying yes to small opportunities. Word spread, and now she's booked for months in advance for weddings, birthdays, and corporate events. Once you got an idea, test the waters. Don't overthinking. Offer your service to a small group of people and get feedback. Sometimes the feedback itself is more valuable than any payment at the start. Take my cousin, for example. He's a tech enthusiast and loves building websites. He created a few free sites for friends and family to build his portfolio. The word of mouth referrals started rolling in, and now he's working with paying clients who trust his expertise because they've seen his work. So, after testing the waters, focus on building credibility. This might mean creating a portfolio, collecting testimonials, or showcasing your work on social media. People are more likely to trust you when they could see evidence of your expertise. For instance, a photographer I met starting by posting her work on Instagram. Her followers love her style, and before long, she was getting inquiries from potential clients. Building that initial trust was the key to growing her business. So, okay, you've got the skills, the service, and some experience under your belt. And what's next? Next is scaling. This is where you start thinking bigger. How can you reach more people or increase your impact? Maybe you create an online course, write a book, or start a YouTube channel to share your knowledge. Scaling doesn't always mean you have to work harder. It often means working smarter by leveraging tools, technology, and platforms to expand your reach. For instance, that photographer where my family and I go every year to take pictures, last time I visited her and she created an online course teaching people how to take professional looking photos with their phones. It is a scalable solution that let her earn more without trading her time for money. So, when I talk about scaling, I'm saying that once you establish your skill as a reliable income stream, think about how you could reach more people or increase your impact. Maybe that means creating a digital product, online course, as I said, or ebook. Or perhaps it's about streamlining your service to work with more clients. For example, if you're a fitness coach, you could offer one-on-one sessions. You eventually transition to group classes and online membership program which allow you to serve more people without working around the clock. Collaboration is another powerful way to grow, so let's not forget about the power of collaboration. Sometimes teaming up with someone who complements your skill set can open more doors you didn't even know existed. I want to tell you a real story. In my hometown, I discovered a baker who is baking chimneys. If you know what chimneys are, give me a loud yummy because they are so good and I cannot wait to go and try them again. If you don't know what chimneys are or how they taste, then Google baking chimneys and I hope you'll find the bakery who bakes them. This is an European pastry and they are so delicious. So the baker I met partnered with a local Turkish coffee shop to sell her pastries. And if you didn't drink a Turkish coffee, you do not know what you have missed. And think about it. When this baker partnered with the coffee shop, her sales didn't just skyrocket, but she also gained exposure to a new clientele. Collaborations can be a shortcut, as I said, to growing your income streams. So, what I'm saying here again, partnering with someone who complements your skill set can open doors to new opportunities. Take a graphic designer and a copywriter, for instance. Together, they could offer a complete branding package for small businesses. By joining forces, they are able to provide more value and reach a larger audience than they could on their own. Of course, it's natural to feel a bit of fear or doubt when starting something new. What if no one buys your product or hires you? What if it doesn't work out? These fears are valid, but they shouldn't stop you. Remember, every successful entrepreneur started somewhere. Failure is just a part of the journey. The important thing is to learn from it and keep moving forward. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but what if I fail? Here's the truth. Failure is part of the process. You are going to try things that don't work, and that's okay. The key is to learn from every experience and keep going. One of my own failures, and trust me, they have been a few, was trying to create a course before fully understanding my audience needs. The course flopped, but the lessons I learned were invaluable. It taught me the importance of doing market research first, which brings me to this. Always listen to your audience, to your customers. They will tell you what they want if you are paying attention. To wrap up things, let's talk about action. What can you do today to start turning your skills into income streams? Take a moment to write down 3 skills you have and one way each skill could solve a problem for someone. Then share it with me in the comments or on social media. I would love to hear your ideas and cheer you on. Don't overcomplicate it, just start. Remember, the biggest step you will take is the first one. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Marketing Your Niche. If you found value in this conversation, please leave a comment sharing one takeaway or action step you are going to try. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this episode with them, please. Let's keep the conversation going and turn those skills into thriving income streams. I will see you next time.